Let's do it. Rivalry time.
One of the most picturesque campuses in all of the country, Oxford, Ohio, Fred C. Yeager Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime.
Let's go. Definitely good defense. Stop the run. Let's go. Execute.
So Miami, Ohio's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man. It's Curtis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here comes the heat. There he goes.
Conklin slides down at the 45.
What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Gonna run it. It's Curtis. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the grab in their space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
Collins.
They'll try to power their way
First
ahead.
down.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. The run inside. It's Curtis.
Curtis gains 12.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks.
Collins.
They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. What a great job settling in on the road and threatening to score now here on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
if at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out,
Smith Jr. touchdown! Conklin to Smith Jr.
That's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Redhawks offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can
How do we keep him from getting the ball?
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. And they're not on the same page there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real.
Nice, Weber.
Goes down at the 34.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Working that left side now.
Go.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Redhawks send out the punt unit.
Let's go, X. Get off the field.
Takes it on the return. Oh, he got loose. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Running inside. It's Curtis. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Single high safety.
Back to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be
He had a step. You probably should have thrown that.
It's 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Let's go, X.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go right back downfield. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
How about the quarterback there, buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
The quick out, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. It's complete on the right side. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's got his man across the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Inside the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. First carry of the season. Got enough for the first. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. It's complete to the left. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Trying to march in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation as more advantageous to go for.
Let's go.
That's how they'll make this decision.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raining. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your runner.
From the gun, running back on the move. There's some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snags it, and there's running room. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 7-yard line. After after the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. On the run, fires downfield. That's reeled in, it's Moses. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. First down, 10 yards to go.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass.
Nice, Curtis.
What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave
Go,
a
X.
little bit of everything on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
There we go.
Snagged in the end zone, touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board.
97-yard drive. Let's go. 97 yards. That's through the back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush
Weber.
coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And Xavier up 14-0. Yep, running the ball well, throwing it half decently. And when we need a play, we got Conklin.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami, Ohio, ready to get the offense going on this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Redhawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They'll go back to work on offense. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone.
Try to be patient there.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games, and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes a catch. At midfield, he's got room. Running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Makes 1 man miss. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Redhawks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Off play action. hit
There we
hard
go.
as he released the ball on that first down pass and then never had a chance. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Looking for the goal line. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this.
I don't know how you don't go for this.
A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. And this one is perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Rainey, and he never had a chance. Just
Oh, a start just completely failed me.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field.
There we go.
And coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Sweet cut there. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop.
I want to make them hand that off.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. Firing deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. How about this on 1st and goal? The give to the wide receiver. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to punch it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Miami.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Rainey. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Catch 10 for
This is
Burrell.
where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 30
Jordan
seconds.
Williams makes a catch.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Pulled down for the tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Burrell.
Completion on the out route. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Got it done
Burrell
in the
with the
passing game on the last play. Let's
first
see if they can
down.
get first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And you go from perfect position strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win too. Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field. And
74.
anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks. And so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. First and 15 here. Pocket breaking down. It's caught. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Miami to the right side of 50.
But not before he moves the chains. Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Redhawks are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Touchdown, Redhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Over the line scrimmage.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense has a chance. Now 1 possession in the 4th. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
No. Zay, come on, bro.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The option, the keeper. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and saves it down. Nobody was able to get open. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
You're in cover 3.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's got it. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, got to have it right now. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field.
No.
Down the left side. Touchdown, Redhawks. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime.
Let's go.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Right back to it. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime.
Miss it.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And they've regained the lead.
32-7.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with this target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They haven't gotten much done here, third down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. Pucks it out of the air. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime. Now, first down here in the second overtime. The play-action fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Get in the ball.
Get in there.
And it's a touchdown. Put 6 on the board. They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. He's looking to throw.
Nice, Williams.
Better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8.
That's what we like to see.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Redhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Let's it go to the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. He goes
Let's
out
go.
of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Let's go,
Rate
baby.
is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a...
Let's go.